morning, and I got a Mountain Dew because, oh my gosh, bro.
Same. Mine's in my cup. Mine's in my Mickey head cup.
And it's been a while. It's been like 3-4 weeks since we've done this. It's crazy.
It's too long. I had all the dumb eye stuff, and then just had a lot going on.
Hey, Brony. Hey, Laser. E.T. Jova. Yoshi.
Yeah.
Wow. Girly Serenader.
Girly Serenader.
Kelsey was in there, I saw.
Yoshi, Laser, Brony, E.T., Jova. I know. Finally, story time.
Yeah.
Amazing thing for your recovery. Uh-oh.
He was not feeling good to his stomach.
Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Laser.
Hey, tired!
Let's go.
Let's go.
So, we finished Butterface.
Yes, we did.
But, you know what, boys and girls?
But, you know what?
But, it's still time.
Hey, Jova! That's really sweet, bro.
Thank you, Jova.
Ta-da!
Oh, yeah, CT. Let me try to get my phone.
He's like, I just finished streaming. 10 business days later. There we go. It rated. It lagged. It lagged for 3 years. And then it finally did it. Obviously, it's like weird happened.
So anyway,
it's time
for everyone's favorite game show.
And we predict on this, so.
Butt or Face? Dun, dun, dun,
yeah.
Dun. Because we have this book, Butt or Face. Revenge of the Butt.
Oh my gosh. Revenge of the Butts.
Not to be confused. I don't think so, Laser. I think that'd be obvious. I think that's why they haven't had a Baboon Butt yet. Just so you know, not to be confused with Butterface, as in butter. Because sometimes I say it. I love those ears. Butterface.
Wah, wah. I got you covered, dog.
Oh, that's funny.
I got you, dog.
Well, I guess we need to open it up. So this is Revenge of the Butts. And I haven't looked ahead.
What? I'll tell you what.
I'll read the first little intro, yeah?
Go for it.
From their heads to their tails, a creature's features are essential for their survival. Just like every part of your body serves a purpose, every part of an animal's body is important too, even their faces and butts. Animals have evolved to thrive and survive, and scientists study how their features help them adapt in the wild. Or that's how they were created. When you look at these close-up photos, can you tell the difference between animal butts or faces? Take a seat, get ready to play butt or face.
And we predict channel points. We predict.
Oh, I think
it's nice.
I think that's...
It's gotta be a butt, but this is ridiculous.
I don't think that... I feel like I know what that is.
No. It's
a butt.
It's watch it be like a face behind the feathers.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
It's too obvious. Okay, now we're gonna get it going.
I feel like
it's too obvious.
Hey, Deb.
It's like, oh, it's the face.
But I don't think that's a face either.
It's not the face, but it's like what, bro?
What are they trying to do here? Come
They're
on,
tricking.
But I think they wanted to look like a. I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm not gonna say it.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I know what it is as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's easy to know what animal it is, but the thing is, the way that the picture is, they do some weird stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I think because they're trying to make it look like one thing or the other. But
yeah.
I know the animal too.
I do too. I won't say anything.
There was a big house near my grandma Betty's when I was growing up.
Yes, tired.
It was this huge mansion near that. They didn't have a mansion, but
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Means
yeah,
the trickery here.
So there was this huge mansion. My grandparents didn't have a mansion, but there was this huge mansion, this huge family-owned mansion, near them, and we would walk there because they had this huge wrought iron fenced-in backyard with this animal, a bunch of these animals.
Oh, it's okay. Tired already said it.
Oh, did he? Well, a bunch of peacocks.
No.
So, anyway. And Wendy. Yeah,
I think everyone in the chat knows it's a peacock. I take it this point.
Anyway, they had probably 20 peacocks.
That's so cool.
In this huge, and you could walk over And off the sidewalk where the fence came up, you could see all the peacocks. So,
oh, we have a dead prediction. Feels bad, man.
yeah, because everybody kind of like.
Okay, I'm actually curious though.
Let's see what it says.
What does it say? What kind of trickery did they do here?
Oh, but they didn't really show that part.
Okay.
It says, did you recognize the butt of the Indian peacock? But look, they're showing the actual little butt, and that's not what they showed in the picture, though.
I'm just saying.
That's not
the trickery. I mean, I knew it was probably a butt, but you never know.
It's really like the tail feathers, right? Or the feathers.
It was a tail, guys.
And then,
I guess it's the tail end.
There was like an old folk tale about peacocks when I was little, because if you've ever heard a peacock, they're like,
exactly! I know, right? That peacock. The
peacock
peacock is so cute.
And there's a story there's an old folk tale that they sound like that because they're so beautiful, so they weren't given a beautiful voice or something. I don't know.
That's me, guys, for real.
It is a cool animal, I know. So it says the famous let's see. So they think that they have the little eye spots on their feathers, those things that look like eyes, to impress the female peahens. So I guess the peacock is the male and the peahen is the female. They also might use them to evade predators because obviously it looks like giant eyeballs, like it's a giant creature. So it says beyond the backside. Technically, those big feathers are the train. That's what it's called, and are attached to the peavow's backside. So it's like if you've ever seen a train, like on a wedding dress.
Yep.
Because when their feathers are down, they hang behind like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and beyond the backside, when peacocks rustle their feathers,
they walk around King's Island. Remember?
That's right.
Yeah.
In the zoo.
Or was it the?
It was the zoo.
It was the zoo.
Mm-hmm. They're all around the Cincinnati Zoo. They walk
the zoo.
everywhere.
I'm cooked. I swear they were at King's Island.
Maybe they were at one point.
One time, when we were having Skyline. I might be remembering it wrong.
Maybe during the festival?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
So when they rustle their feathers, they create a low-frequency sound to get the attention of the peahens. The sound is so low that humans can't even hear it.
Wow. I swear, guys. I'm going crazy.
Maybe during one of the carnivals.
I think it's during Carnival, because otherwise I don't think I would have remembered it. We were having Skyline, and they were walking around, and they were like right there.
Birds who slay.
You summoned me! The sleigh.
They're gorgeous. All right. Thank you for playing Butt or Face.
Now it's time for some Jesus time after we had our butt or face.
From butts to Jesus. Let's go. And you know what? Jesus,
the greatest thing.
And we have summoned you, Snappy.
Holy cow. Until next week. As long as Mom doesn't have any toe or eye issues. Yes. Or whatever else could happen. We don't know.
Hopefully nothing else. All right. So we're reading this is the Jesus Storybook Bible. So it's Bible stories from start to finish, but there's a central theme of how Jesus is all throughout, and it all points back to him. So today's story, I'll let you show the picture. Is called Son of Laughter, and it's God's special promise to Abraham from Genesis 12 to 21, and that is probably Abraham there, looking up into the starry sky.
W.
So where we left off was the Tower of Babel, if you all remember. The people wanted to do everything on their own, be like God, live away from God, just doing it on their own. And God knew that was never going to be the best way for us to be. The best way for us to be is close to Him. Mm-hmm. And so He changed up all their languages, scattered them all around the earth. And so this is now after that. Years passed and things didn't get any better. People were still just as cruel and mean to one another. They still got sick and died. God's world was still full of tears. And it was never meant to be like this. But God was getting ready to do something about it. He was going to make all the wrong things right. And He was going to do it through a family. Abraham, God said, how many stars are there? God was about to tell his friend a wonderful secret. Let me see, Abraham said, rolling up his sleeves. But have you ever tried counting stars? Then you know how hard it is. It's like the one song.
Right?
We'll be counting stars.
Oh my gosh.
993, 994, 997.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. No, wait. 1, 2.
Me when I count, for real.
Right? Of course. He kept losing count. Too many, he said. We'll show the picture again. Guess what? God laughed. I will give you so many children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren that you won't be able to count them either. And Abraham couldn't help giggling at such a wonderful idea. But he stopped himself. How could he have a family? Don't be silly. He didn't have any children, let alone grandchildren. And he wiped away a tear. Anyway, it was far too late for him to start having babies at his age. He was 99 years old.
That's crazy.
What could God mean? Abraham, God said, believe me. And then God told Abraham his secret rescue plan. Abraham, I will make your family very big, God promised, until one day your family will come to number more than even all the stars in the sky. Abraham looked up at the dark night sky, thick with stars. Like if you've ever been out away from city lights,
it's amazing.
And you can see so many stars. It's amazing. You will be my special family, my people, and through you, everyone on earth will be blessed. It was an incredible promise. God was going to rescue the world through Abraham's family. One of his great-great-great-grandchildren would be the child, the promised one, the rescuer. But it's too wonderful, Abraham said. How can it be true? Is anything too good to be true, God asked. Is anything too wonderful for me? Nope, it's not. So Abraham trusted what God said, more than what his eyes could see, and he believed. Now, when Abraham's wife, Sarah, heard God's promise, she just laughed to herself. But it wasn't a happy laugh. It had tears in it. She'd always wanted a baby. Could her dream come true? Could she really have a baby when she was 90 years old?
It's crazy.
No, of course not. Don't be silly. It was far too late. Sarah didn't believe that God could do what he promised. She had forgotten that when God says something, it's as good as done. Of course, it was as easy for God to give her a baby son as it was for him to make all the stars in the sky.
Yeah.
And here the illustrators just has Sarah and Abraham. Hey, Reese.
Hey, Reese.
By the way, hey, Laser. She says imagine having kids. Sure enough, 9 months later, well, give or take some other things that happen in between. But,
right.
Just as God had promised, Sarah gave birth to a baby boy. They named him Isaac, which means son of laughter. And Sarah laughed. But this time it was a glorious, happy laugh. Her dreams had come true. God would do as he promised. He would always look after Abraham's family, his special people. And one day, God would send another baby. A baby promised to a girl who didn't even have a husband. But this baby would bring laughter to the whole world. This baby would be everyone's dream come true.
Dang.
And we all know who that is, of course. That would be Jesus.
Yes, sir. It's the illustration, honestly, Laser.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The illustrator. Anyway, that's it for this one.
That's it. Wow.
I know.
Sheesh. That's crazy. This will do like a little outro and all that stuff, and because it's going to be on YouTube right after the stream. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, then you know you're watching it on YouTube.
Yep.
But, wow. That was really nice.
That was great.
I felt good again.
Yeah,
to
right?
do that. It's been a long time.
It's so good to be back, right? It's so good.
It has been. And, so with that being said, thank you all for being here. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe, you know. I do a lot of Fortnite content, but we have some mix in like reading and other games, you know, and
Yep. Click that like and subscribe.
Yes.
Turn those notifications on.
Oh my gosh. Can I be like one of the 70% of people are not subscribed? Or
there's many.
I don't remember what my percentage.
Everyone always says that.
And I was like, well, I mean, I guess as long as they're watching, right? All right.